been set to go in the first ready. And racing and jumping well enough the inside another plane, but there goes Ty Baxter showing good speed to run to the lead and put 2 or 3 now on. Winston Martin now gets into the race around the outside, goes to second, a couple back to Homebush Magic. They've got away now on Cut Steep just in behind CHG, getting out wide on the track is another plane and very wide there. Homebush Banshee, they go for home. Ty Baxter's in front and kicking right away to Ty Baxter. That's why they brought it back from the break from Homebush Magic. Very close here for third. We've got Winston Martin and closing off well with CHG. That is very close. Then we go to Cut Steep. Just in behind there, another plane and dropping off Homebush Banshee. Well, there you go. John McInerney knew what he was doing. And Ty Baxter. Bunny comes round, set to go, ready. And racing a bit slow there was Carter Cash into showing good speed the inside. Homebush Barabas to go through to take the lead from Homebush Happy. A couple back to Go Max outside now to Lum Jum. They've got away now on Worth a Crack, making up a bit of ground now. We've got $5 Leo, and out the back now was Carter Cash. They go for home, and one dropping off there, and that was Dogger Dennis. They go for home in front. Homebush Barabas trying hard. Homebush Happy, Homebush Barabas, Homebush Happy. Then we go to Worth a Crack. Getting into it now was Go Max, not too far away on crossing there. Over the line there we had the reserve dog, that was Lum Jum, not too far away back there, $2 to $5 Leo, and also back towards the tail. Carter Cash was back there, and the one that never got into it, Dogger Dennis, dropped off them. We'll have a look at that in the replay. Set to go, ready. And racing and took a flyer, the favourite, straight to the lead and put about 3 or 4 lengths on the Moody here from Always Welcome, trying to get around the outside of that. Now we've got Homebush Sarah making up a bit of ground. Where's Shiraz just on its outside to Homebush Section. The rail there now for Trojan Troy, getting back in the field now. Little Profit and Procrastination's got plenty to do. They run to the corner, travelling well in front. The favourite Kilturn away by 4 or 5 on Always Welcome, trying to gun it down along there with Where's Shiraz, but it's all Kilturn easily from Always Welcome. Then we go to Where's Shiraz, getting into fourth. Little Profit, a tidy run, picks up the fourth in a row. Then we go to Homebush Sarah, Trojan Troy. Procrastination never got into it, and Homebush Saxon will be back at the tail of the field. About there, ready. And racing and jumping well the inside, Opay Who Flyer, and there goes Waldo Baxter now going up to head it off, and even wider here Missy Sloy's trying to get into the action, trying to go between them now is Opawa Jay, back and forth now Mr. Reese. We go back to Dodgy Pockets, a couple back to Opay Who Fly's got back now with Gatumba, and also back there is Homebush Sting. They go for home. Opawa Jay's got to the lead now for Rani the inside here. Waldo Baxter, Opawa Jay, Waldo Baxter. Then we go to Missy Sloy to third, very close here for fourth, finishing off well with the inside. We had Mr. Reese. Dodgy Pockets was right beside that. Then we go back here on crossing to Homebush Sting was back, and also back there Opay Who Flyer in the last 2 or 3. Just about there, ready. and racing and flying out there. Dasher put about 2 or 3 lengths on Coyote Courtier, now looking to go between runners as Homebush Envy. Out wider here now on the track to ride Jack is just in behind. We go to Bossman's Glory, making up ground. Track through there by Unique Telly, and 2 or 3 back to Subsilentio. They go for home. Homebush Envy looking to pick up its first check on the track. Got to the lead now. Dasher going again on the outside though, picking it up. Dasher gets up to beat Homebush Envy. Then we go here to ride Jack at a third. Then on crossing Subsilentio, and behind Unique Telly. Bossman's Glory didn't show up, and out the back there Coyote Courtier also disappointing. And racing, and a nice beginning the inside. Good time Kate along there with Cedric Baxter, now looking to drive around the outside as Shiny up some, but going ahead of that now is Excessive Speed. Track through there by Vinnie Doon. Back in the field now, Goldstone's getting around the outside there of White Legs. Shiny Upsom's got back now with Wolf Marine. They go for home. Good time Kate travels well here for Brucey, away by 4 or 5. Cedric Baxter, and look at Vinnie Doon get home, but away goes Good time Kate, gets it easily from Vinnie Doon, very close here for third. Cedric Baxter may have just done enough to hold on from the outside. Excessive Speed was lining up down the outside to fourth. And then on crossing here we would have had into the field, set to go, ready, and racing into jumping well the inside there was Ravon along there without wide. Now charging up is not bad to go up and head it off and finds the lead. Tracking around the outside is Kez. Going ahead of them now is Homebush. Verona also coming into the races. Opar with Johnny. They've got away now on Kez. Gets back with Yessie well, and also back in the field Chelsea's Beauty and Kalara's Fancy. They go for home and not bad, all right. Gets away and wins by 2 for the leader. Then we go to Homebush Verona. Then on crossing here too, Opar with Johnny's got to third. Very close here for fourth. Kez may have just held that from Ravon, who got going again. Just in behind there to Yessie Well and Chelsea's Beauty and Kalara's Fancy alongside them. As the bunny swings round, favourite the 1, ready, and racing, jumped out okay too. Fanta's Fever and showing up with that now was Just a Mate to go and head it off and trying to get around them now was Homebush Annabelle. Pushing up in the rail though was Dogger Dan. A couple back here to Chelsea's Babe. Back in the field now we go to She's a Falling, and the 2 down graders are at the back of the field here. Gay Thorley and Addicted, they go for home, and Just a Mate away in the lead by 3 or 4. Dogger Dan coming out after it, but too late. Just a Mate will get there from Dogger Dan. Then we go to Fanta's Fever, just in behind Homebush Annabelle, Chelsea's Babe, and towards the tail there, Gay Thorley didn't show up, nor did Addicted, and She's a Falling back there on the last 3 or 4. Just about there, ready, And racing and flying out the inside here now is Homebush Alex along there with Gus now trying to get into the race, and hemmed up between runners now is McMania coming into it now. We've got Fashion, Flying Blake looking for racing room, didn't get it, and ran straight into another colt who fell. Back in the field now is Run Junior Run, and tailing off is another Becky. They go for home, and Gus well clear, and the money right on here races away to be too good. Second, possibly Run Junior Run on the outside there of Flash. Then we go to McMania, just in behind here to Homebush Alex, Flying Blake. And back in the field, another Becky, and when Flying Blake had to change ground, ran into another colt, and another colt has taken a tumble. First look at the Manawa 2, not a pleasant one, and we'll finish at the tail, but everything okay there around to the lure. Race number 10, Bunny there, ready, and racing and pinging to the front now is Hermione Baxter, put 2 or 3 on them now and looking to get around the outside now. We've got Show and Baby, goes to second, track through there by Scary Licious. The rail now for Gomanini, beside that to Toby's Terror. Back here we go to Hello Will, Boomerang Man into the fray's got a bit of work to do. They go for home, Hermione Baxter in front, coming out after at the outside, Show and Baby, but Hermione Baxter with a very good kick, got there from Show and Baby. Then we go here to Scary Licious, very close here for third, a great line up here. Gomanini was there, Toby's Terror not too far away, and jammed up between them. We had into the fray. Boomerang Man was also back there in the last 2 or 3. And racing jumped out okay, but not as good as Zam Metaslas, who's going to try and cross him, and going with that now is King Selection, and now pushing up on the inside now is Contemporaneous, hemmed up between runners now is Tiparita Tui Ticker, but found trouble getting past that now. We've got out wide there was Roost Raider. Back here we go to She's a Terror. Zam Metaslas has got back with seconds good, also Homebush Marlow and Tiparita Tui Ticker. They go for home. In front Contemporaneous, down the outside Roost Raider though with big strides though. Roost Raider has got past the favourite Contemporaneous. Then we go back here to King Selection, seconds good, made up good ground. Just in behind here to Tiparita Tui Ticker, unlucky. Just up ahead of that we had there Homebush Marlow, and just up ahead of them after finding a good start there was Zam Addis Lass. And racing into pinged out okay, but not as good as Mr. Darcy, showing up on the inside and going after them. Dipsy La La now getting into the clear now was Knuckle Bump, and trying to get underneath it now was Cider Drinker, but didn't want to be there, so ran out very wide, took out Eternal Magic with it. Going ahead of them now was Backyard Bully and Paddy Baxter. Also back now, Cider Drinkers got back with Amy Wineglass. They go for home. Mr. Darcy going a big race here. The outside though, Knuckle Bump giving plenty now though, and Knuckle Bump gets past Mr. Darcy. Backyard Bully to third. Then on crossing, Dipsy La La, Paddy Baxter. Then we go back here to Eternal Magic. Found trouble when Cider Drinker left the rail. Cider Drinker just behind it with Amy Wineglass. Bit of trouble there. Gee, good run Mr. Darcy. He's probably a much better dog at Wanganui.